Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're going to have another playthrough of This War of Mine. So we just came back from the first day of looting. It was a pretty good day of looting. So we're going to just deal with the results of that. Essentially, we got some weapon parts. We got some food, actually a pretty good amount of food. So now we have to deal with the next day. So we didn't uncover very much of our house, and we have to deal with the state of some of our characters now. So Marco was the one that searched, so he's going scavenged. I mean, so he's going to be tired because he didn't get a night's sleep, and also he was still sick too. And everybody's going to be hungry and need to be fed as well. So first things first, I'm going to have Marco come down. And where is our bed? Oh, Bruno's still using it. Oh, so he's recovering from being wounded. Well, sorry, Bruno, but I need you up. And Marco, who's not only tired but also sick, needs the bed. And he's our scavenger, so I would really like him to recover from being sick. Okay, so he slept poorly because he slept on the floor, and he's also hungry. Now, Bruno's our cook, and he is the one that is best suited for cooking us meals. But right now we don't have a stove and we don't have a means to cook. So he's going to address that concern. So we're going to make a crude stove, which it's as simple as like, yeah, just blah, blah, blah. And you need water and some form of food to make your meal. So we're going to make this. It's going to take up 10 of these parts, which is why I got more parts than wood and 5 wood. So we're going to head and make that, and we're going to drag it, and we're just going to put it right in here, I think. It's not really necessarily a realistic layout for a living environment, but that's all right. And while he's working on that, we're going to go ahead and go to our metal workshop. Well, actually, I'd like to get another bed down. And then I'll worry about a shovel. So, okay, we can't make another bed because we don't have enough wood, so let's not worry about that. And instead, let's make a shovel. Hopefully, actually, the shovel's probably a better idea anyway. And see, we can make a knife here because we got those weapon parts. We actually got exactly the amount of weapon parts that we needed, so that's good. But the shovel, in my opinion, has a higher priority right now, so we're going to make that instead. And we'll worry about the weapon as we get closer to the end of the night. I mean, the end of the day. So now that Bruno's made that, he's going to go ahead and cook. But first we need to make fuel. We're going to make it out of the book. So we'll make one there. And we might need more fuel for the gnat, though. So let's see. We can make cooked food. It gets even... Okay, from what I remember, the cooked food only feeds one person, whereas this cooked food here, feeds 2 people. Now the difference is, this takes 1 raw food and 3 water and 1 fuel. This one takes 1 raw food, 1 vegetable, 5 water, so more efficient from the water standpoint. You spend 1 less water to get those 2 meals. And you're using vegetables rather than another item of raw food. And it's going to take 2 fuel. So we're going to need to make another item of fuel. We're going to use... you can either use components, wood, or books to make fuel. I'm thinking we're going to use the wood. I don't want to use components for this. I'm kind of hesitant to use the wood because we might need it, but... I could scavenge the house and see what we are going to get before we do that. So I'm just going to make one of just the single meal first. And then when I get the fuel, I'll make the other meal afterwards. I think that's the strategy I'm going to use. So I'm going to make this. And then while he's making that, I'm going to send Pavel to dig out some of these areas. So... have him down here to dig out this area. And while he's doing that, I'm just going to have Bruno eat. Probably should have had Pavel eat, honestly. But that's alright. We'll just do that. And while he's doing that, I'm going to have Bruno go up there and do it by hand. I know that sucks, but I'd really like to get through the house. Oh, we never got to this. I forgot. So I'll have Bruno do that instead. Okay, so Pavel has got through the first pile, so we'll have him do the next one. Yeah, I know you're hungry. Okay, so we didn't get what I wanted, which was something to make fuel out of, but that's okay. And we'll exit. And I'm thinking it's not worth doing that with my bare hands, so instead I'm going to have Bruno come down, not Pavel. Bruno come down here so that he can loot the downstairs. And then I'm going to send Pavel. You know what, that doesn't make any sense. Bruno, come back up here. Because essentially the shovel passes, so... Oh, I forgot that's locked. How did I miss this? Okay, so while he's doing that, I'm going to have him do this. Okay, that's locked. Okay, so we got wood. That makes me feel a little bit better about making the fuel. And more than likely we can make another... Alright, so send him... Oh, I keep forgetting that's locked. So we definitely need to work on the metalworking. And while we're doing that, Bruno, you're going to make more fuel and food. Oh, wait, Pavel, you have here. Okay. And he's kind of lollygagging because he's hungry and tired. Alright, so we're going to make 2 fuel. Not 3 fuel, 2 fuel. Make that. And eventually we're going to feed Marco. Let's see how Marco's doing. He's still recovering. Okay, that's locked as well. Great. Okay, so not that. I want metalworking. Okay, so while he's working on... I think we probably need... Well, before we do that, I want to make the bed. And make sure we have the resources to do it. Put it here. Okay, and Bruno, I would like you to come back, please, and make us some food. We're running out of day already. I'm kind of like bummed out because we're not getting very much done at our house, which we probably should have had taken care of on the first day, but just due to the lack of resources, we really couldn't. And also having higher priorities at other places. Because we have 3 locked doors we gotta take care of. Alright, so he made that, so... Now that he made that, I'm gonna have Bruno sleep. I'm gonna have Pavel come and eat 1 meal. And then he's going to get on making lockpicks. I don't think he's going to get much else done. And then Marco, you need to come over and eat a meal as well before the day's over. And hopefully he gets there because we're really running out of day. And then very quickly, I would like at least 1 lockpick. Come on, eat your food. Oh, he missed the food. Gosh dang it. Oh, that's horrible. Hopefully the food's still there, because that would really make me upset if it wasn't. Well, now that he's hungry and sick, I'm going to have both of them sleep in a bed. I'm going to have him scavenge, even though he slept poorly. Oh, man, we're getting kind of hosed here in the beginning. So we're going to go back to the abandoned cottage and just get more... Oh, what's this? We've got some new areas. Supermarket. The supermarket is located in the area remaining under military control, but people are still trying to scavenge it for supplies. We can expect to meet other scavengers there, so it's probably best not to get in their way. Some doors might still be locked. A crowbar could come in handy. So maybe not worth tackling right now. Okay, the school has been shelled several times. Unfortunately, most of the cellars have collapsed, so it might be a good idea to bring a shovel and maybe some other tools. They say some homeless people have taken their refuge inside the building. So there may be people there as well. But I almost think that the food is worth the risk to go to the Shelled School. And it seems like it's probably going to be the least inhabited. And we do have a shovel, so... And if we get into any trouble, I can have him run away. Hopefully this isn't a mistake as well. So we're going to give him a shovel. Not that. Okay, so... And you can use the shovel as a weapon, from if I remember correctly, so... I don't have any clue how the combat system works, so we'll see how that works. Alright, so he had a little comment there. Alright, so let's look in here. Hopefully we don't have homeless. Okay. Not necessarily that they would attack us, but it's still, I'd rather see nobody. Okay, I'm hearing sounds, so that's not good. But it looks like it's boarded up, so he might not be able to get to us. And these might be rats, as I said before, so no guarantees either way. Okay, a single board. Okay, let's look in here. Okay, it looks like that sound was nothing. So let's go up here. And hopefully these are rats. They appear to be. So we got some more boards. We're not getting a lot in these piles. Let's go up here and see what this is. Or at least step here. Alright, I would assume that if this was a person, we would have seen him by now. Okay, let's peek through here. I just want to make sure that we're alone. It's hard to tell, but I'm going to assume by the fact that that red circle went away, that there's nobody there. So we'll start up and then work our way through. Okay, so we have to dig through. This is going to cause a lot of noise, but we do have the shovel. As he says, I'm glad I have a shovel. It seems like the main obstacle here is just all the debris that you have in the way. And without a shovel, that would be difficult. Oh, could we get up on the roof? Okay, so a lot more stuff. I definitely came here for food, though, not for... Let's see if we can hop up here. Yeah, we can. Yeah, and when they're going to put debris here, I'm assuming that whatever's here is going to be worth it. It's so cool how you can, like, climb up on things and all that, and I could have easily missed that just by the way that this was laid out. And I could probably hop down over here, I'm assuming. Alright, we're still grabbing everything, but we're probably going to run out of inventory space. So let's just see. Yeah, we could probably hop down this way. That's so cool that you can do that. But I definitely want food at this point. That's why I came here. I'm going to take this one board just to even out our allotment. But the parts I'm going to leave because I'm more than likely going to find more anyway. So let's really focus on trying to find food. And it's likely that that door, I think, was barred and we needed to be on this side to get to it. See how easily we just got more. If we need to, we'll pick it up on the way if we don't find anything else. But I'd really like to get... I'm going to take these just because it stacks better. Really like to get food. That's what I'm here for. Okay, so I just have to go around. That's fine. Or I could just drop down, I guess. I'll drop down here. That may be a mistake because I don't know what's over here. And that looks like it's barred as well. Okay, again, more stuff that, although I can use... Let's look in here, but... I'm running into a lot of boarded up doors, and crowbar would probably take care of that. But we don't have one yet. Okay, we were able to bust through that one. So some doors you can bust through, some you can't. I'm trying to see if I can eye like a refrigerator or something that would... oh, that is a lot of stuff. Okay. I'm not sure if it's worth getting through all this to get over here, but this might be a place where you revisit. So getting rid of it now means that we don't have to deal with it next time we come. It looks like we're running out of time too. I would imagine by 6 a.m. we have to leave. Because, I mean, the day starts with 6 a.m. Maybe even earlier than that, I'm not sure. I don't even know when we got here, honestly. Maybe I'll have to pay attention to that more to see kind of like what kind of time period we have to work with. Okay, I'm pretty sure I started off down here, so let's go back down. I think that door was barred, so we probably had to come this way. Okay, so what is this? I haven't seen this icon before. The door is grated. I need a saw blade to get through. And then that side's probably barred. So this is probably the area I need the most to get into. I'm going to search the rest of the area and make sure there's nothing here, but I'm going to try maybe before we run out of time. I don't really want that. I might pick it up though if that's what we have. So it looks like you can't go that way. So let's go down one more, and hopefully this guy isn't a bad guy, because otherwise we'll need to run. Alright, let's go ahead and peek just to make sure. It doesn't look like I can see. I think we're going to run out of time before we can get to where we need to be. So I'm just going to start grabbing things, because I don't think we're going to have time to get anything else. Yeah, he's saying he should get back. I just want to see what's over here. Okay, so bad guy. What's this? Is this just a place to hide? Okay, so I'm just going to get out, because he said he probably should leave. I'm going to try and get... Okay, alright, so apparently there's consequences for not leaving in time. So it looks like once you get to 4 a.m. about, if you don't leave in time, there may be consequences for that. Alright, so it looks like because I didn't put a guard up, we got raided. Someone tried to rob us. They must have been more scared than us, so they didn't do much harm. Too bad we had no weapons. Bruno and Marco were wounded, and the attackers took a few things. We should put more people on guard. So because we didn't go on guard, we had consequences. So they stole 1 item of food and 1 water. So that's essentially things that can happen to you if you're not careful. So Marco was slightly wounded. Okay, I'm not sure why, because he wasn't even there, but alright. And Bruno is now seriously wounded, so we essentially have to use a bandage on him. There's no choice, in my opinion. So he's going to go over here, and he's going to get a bandage. And while we're doing that, he didn't... Where is Marco? Is Marco not here? Oh, he's in bed. Oh, it was Pavel that was scavenging. So Pavel's not even here. Oh, okay. So that is like a massive consequence for not getting back. Interesting. So he bandaged, but it just says bandage. It didn't get rid of the wounded state. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm going to go here and finish that lockpick. So, yeah, we're in a lot of trouble. Alright, so he was able to get that food. Now what I'm going to do is... We have to get a weapon, and we need to start guarding. Even though it's unlikely that we're going to get raided twice in a row, I'm going to get a... We're not really having luck with this run. Not at all. And because Pavel's not back, we don't get any of the resources that he got us. Okay, so now he's back. And Pavel was hurt as well. So, oh boy. So where's Pavel? He's outside. So, let's get him sleep. And who's in bed now? It looks like... Oh, okay, so once we put the bandage on, they have the ability. Alright, so this guy here is a trader. So I'm going to go talk to him. Even though I don't know if we really have anything worth trading right now. So this is our stuff, and this is what he has. So he has canned food, that's good. But from what I've seen of the trading system, they really make you pay for food items. And honestly, I don't really see anything here that I really want. Because I think most of what we need, we got last night. The only thing we don't really have is food. But we can feed our people for this night, and then worry about food tomorrow. And honestly, I think the stuff that we have is just too valuable to throw away. So I'm just going to tell him to leave. And close the door. So it was nice that he came, but we honestly, we don't need him. And honestly, Bruno, as much as you're sleeping, I need you to cook more food. And while he's doing that, Marco, I need you to make a weapon so that we can protect ourselves next time there are raiders. And honestly, this playthrough is not going to plan even remotely. This is kind of just points out how difficult this game can be. Okay, I would like a weapon, please. We're going to make a knife. And while he's doing that, Bruno, I'd like you to make food for both you and Pavel. And I think that's the one I want to make. It's selected on 2. I think that's its normal setting, so we're going to make that. And I kind of forgot I usually only do 1 day, but I really wanted to know what was going on with Pavel. I wanted to know what the result is. So you're going to see an extra day here. I'll probably cut it off before we do the scavenging. And he's asking for cigarettes, so he's apparently a smoker. So he's going to eat, then he's going to go back to bed, and then we're going to have Pavel get up, eat, and then go back to bed so that he can get his sleep. And Marco, who's both slightly wounded and slightly sick, fantastic, is going to start... we got a lockpick, right? So let's get in here. Okay, get in there. We've accomplished so little in these first 3 days. I feel kind of embarrassed that it's going this poorly. This may be a short run. I might actually end up having to restart because of how badly we're doing. Because it's actually to the point where I only have really one usable guy. And see, okay, we get this kind of in the nick of time because we did need the food. But the diamonds, the jewelry, I mean, we could have used to barter, and that's a shame we didn't have it. So, because that's all it's good for. So we're going to grab all. I have him make more lockpicks so we can get to more of these things. Because we still have this whole area to get through. So I'm going to have him make 2 lockpicks, maybe even 3. And I honestly don't think we're going to get much more done today. And we're probably going to have to send Marco out to scavenge, and he's not in the best state. But hopefully we can get Pavel a little bit better, like, you know, better slept and feeling better so that we can use him to guard. And then Marco's going to have to do his best at scavenging. And we definitely need food, so I need... the only problem is that with that school, with the way it was, I don't know if we could even get to food. So this is kind of a problem for us as far as like what we have. I don't think he's going to get to this cabinet before the time the day runs out. At least we got our people fed. How long we're going to be able to keep that up, though, I don't know. Okay, so Pavel is now just slightly wounded, so he's going to guard. Marco is wounded. I'm going to have him sleep in the bed. And honestly, getting raided that one night was a massive problem for us. I'm going to have Marco scavenge, but where he's going to go, I don't know. Because I need food. That's just a fact. Okay, so small apartment building. This is new. This old apartment building is owned by an elderly couple and their son. They're still around somehow. Oh, I guess I'm going to cut it here, actually. I'll cut it here. I'll do this next video. But in any case, I hope you've enjoyed this video. This is Mouse Gunner signing